Jennifer, you've got the floor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Flood, as George stated, and I'm running for a second term as the Board of Director representative for Region 11, which includes Algoma, Sudbury, Nipissing, Temiskaming, Kapuskasing, and Porcupine. So just a little bit about how I became involved with RNAO. I was a member since I was a BSCN student. That's when I first joined. And since that time, after graduating and seeking employment, I've sat on the Algoma chapter, and I've held both the positions of finance officer, which I held from 2011 to 2014, and then took on the role of political action and policy officer, which I held from 2014 to 2016. So the Algoma chapter is where I currently reside. Currently, as a Board of Director representative, I sit on the Membership Rewards and Recruitment Committee, and I've also signed on to be a workplace liaison and volunteered to actually be the Region 11 representative on the Workplace Liaison Committee. And presently in my professional life, I act as a public health program manager. I've also worked as a public health nurse since 2009 in multiple programs, most recently the Family Health and the Healthy Babies, Healthy Children program. Also, in addition to that, I've worked part-time as a faculty advisor and a professor for third and fourth year BSCN students at the Sioux College site, which is within the Laurentian collaboration. In 2015, I did achieve my Master's of Nursing degree from Charles Sturt University, which is based out of Australia, but does have an Ontario, or did have an Ontario campus. So some of the strengths that I feel I bring to the Board of Directors and as the Region 11 representative include my ability to understand and practice good governance principles. I also have experience with policy, budgeting, and risk management, both within my professional role as well as my experience from sitting on the Board of Directors for the last 2 years. Furthermore, I'm able to reflect and recognize how health equity and the system as a whole can impact the health of our population, and I think my background in public health really helps to support that knowledge. As your Board of Director representative, I have been the voice of the North, working with our local chapters to advocate for key issues in nursing and healthcare impacting our Northeast region. Some of the major concerns brought forth over the last couple of years include RN replacement, healthy work environments, rural nursing, such as RN prescribing and NP scope of practice, as well as some of the key issues with social determinants of health, so economic stability, mental health and addictions, quality housing, and income. It would be an honor, again, to be able to continue to represent the RNAO members of this region. I am a proud RNAO member. I strongly believe collectively our voice is stronger and embrace the knowledge, leadership, and passion each member represents. Some of the key things that I personally bring or personally have knowledge on or want to advocate for, again, healthy work environment, quality nursing education, social determinants of health, and just educating the public and politicians and government on the invaluable role that we as nurses can play within the healthcare system. So I thank you all for your time and listening to my experience and reasons why I would like to continue to be the Region 11 representative on the RNAO Board of Directors. Thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer. Our next speaker is Leanne Turner, also running for the Region 11 representative. Leanne, go ahead, please.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for that nice presentation. Mr. Moderator, my interest in becoming involved in RNAO began when I was a student at the same class as Jennifer. So it's long-standing throughout my career as a student nurse and a registered nurse. My interest is the North. I live and work in the North, and my background in terms of nursing is that I've done hospital-based, acute care, mental health care, infection control. I've also worked in the community as an educator for those with dual diagnosis. And most recently, I was in the senior management team at the Ontario Coroner's Office dealing with death investigations. My experience relating to RNAO is not specifically with RNAO. It's around events and issues that RNAO supports, and I'd be happy to join the board and start to support from a board perspective what RNAO speaks to us. I do have a long-standing experience with another profession and networking and professional organizations in that. And with the experience that I bring from the International Association of Women Police and Ontario Women in Law Enforcement, I hope to fill any gaps between justice, forensic nursing, and bring it to RNAO. My education is such that I have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I have a Master's in Business. I have a certification in infection control. I have a post-operative RN postgrad diploma, and I'm also a sexual assault nurse examiner for pediatrics and adults. The strengths that I bring to you are a true understanding and knowledge of the North. I have worked in Timmins, New Liskeard, North Bay, Sault Ste. Marie, and one of the most important things that I've worked at in terms of my professional role in forensic nursing is that of the gap and the service challenges for victims of domestic assault and sexual assault, not only in rural and urban communities, but also First Nations communities. In terms of my professional reasoning for joining RNAO on the board, it's twofold. I feel that I have something to offer, but I also feel I have something to learn. And I have been a member for so long that I thought it was time that I step up and serve my community well. Thank you.
Thanks, Leanne. We'll open the floor to questions now if we have any.
Just a reminder, you can type your questions into the bottom right hand of your screen, or if you'd like to speak over the phone, just state your name and George can address you. So we'll just wait maybe one more minute, and there'll be an opportunity at the very end also. We'll ask again for questions. So we didn't get any questions. We did get some thank yous from the members who are listening. So I think we can move on to the next participant.